Hello, Beez Bladers! Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. I have two new Civivis. One is a brand new model and the other is a model we're all familiar with, but it has scales that I've never ever seen. So this is going to be another exciting unboxing of Civivi knives. And we're not going to waste any more time. We're going to get right in it and we're going to start right now. A big shout out to all the channel members out there, all you Beez Bladers that help keep the channel going and keep us afloat. Thank you very much for your support. It is so much appreciated. And of course, a shout out to all of our subscribers and our viewers that aren't subscribed and the folks that don't even come and say hello, but you like the content. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. So this is a Civivi. You always get a nice pouch, couple stickers, you get a microfiber cloth, a little bit of microfibre. These are always included with Civivi knives. And you always have to remember there's folks that this might be the very first time they've ever seen a knife video ever. No, okay, there it is. All right, are you ready for this? This is the new Civivi Cindy. Would you look at it? I mean, just look at it. And this was designed by none other than Ben Peterson. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. What is up, guys? I mean, you have to know. I mean, don't you? Isn't that a requirement? You have to say that. But let me get into the knife. Check it out. So first off, I'm seeing that it has a reversible clip. And what is this? A little bit of extra action going on here. Do you know what that's all about? I do because I looked it up. I'm going to tell you all about that here in just a second. But first, let me give you a little bit of texture vision. Ooh. Ooh, ew, this is nice. This has a raised texture, and I believe this was designed after the look of cedar, after cedar, what do you call it, the bark on cedar trees. I might be wrong on the tree, but getting you up there nice and close, it does feel very, very nice. And I know these come in two G10 versions, and you could get a satin blade or a black blade. We'll get into that here in a second. So here's this side. I've already shown you this side. Here's the clip. It's a deep carry pocket clip. It's inset into the liners, so there's plenty of room to get it in and out of your pocket. Nothing to snag. Ooh, nothing. Nothing to snag your pocket on. And look at this. I am digging that. Is that aluminum or G10? I believe that's a G10 backspacer with a hidden lanyard pin, which is very nice. Very, very nice. Now, one side you have tweezers, and then the other side you have a toothpick. And I believe the show side is going to be the tweezers, because if I don't get them out now, I'm liable to completely forget. Oh, check it out. Those, let's see. Are they grabby? Pretty grabby. It's grabbing my skin. Very nice. Very, very nice. They have a little bit of texture on the inside to help grab, so you could get a little bit of tweezy action. That is very, very cool. I love having a pair of tweezers. And then on this side is that is a lot sharper than I thought it would be. Check that out. You could use that to dig out. Oh yeah. Look at that. And it's stronger than it looks. It is actually pretty rigid. I mean, you could bend it if you wanted to, but it's actually pretty rigid. You could use this to dig something out if you get something stuck under your skin. So that is very, very cool. So I like having the options of a couple little hidden tools. But let's get into this blade. Are you ready to see it? And this has kind of not a hidden, but it has an inline flipper. This is very cool. I've seen this on a couple different knives. I like this. You don't have it's not a pocket pecker. It's nothing grabbing or getting a hold of and knocking into your finger when you're going down past the knife to get something out of your pocket. So I keep thinking it's a front flipper, but it's not. It's a back flipper. You ready to see this blade? Pow! Right in the kisser. Ooh, check it out. It's a spay point. And ooh, look at that grind. It's so shiny. This is Nitro V blade steel, baby. Ooh, mamacita. Is that a black stonewash? Got a black stonewash going on. And let's just go from one end down to the other. Very nice look on the stonewash. And then, oh yeah, you already know. Do I even need to say it? Excellent, excellent jimping. Civivi always does a grand job on their jimping, and there's room for sharpening and nice clean pivot. They have a fixed pivot and ceramic ball bearings. This is a liner lock, and the liners on this particular variant are blacked out. The handle is all blacked out. The blade is blacked out. Nothing else except for the Civivi logo. That is pretty cool. And here's a look at this side. Get up there nice. There you go. The Cindy. And that stands for What Is Up, Guys, from Ben Peterson. Very nice looking knife. And let's see how, oh yeah. This is, oh yeah, that feels really good. This is going to be a excellent, everyday carry for anybody. You don't even have to be a knife enthusiast to enjoy this knife. I already know it's going to be, yes. So it's solid up and down, left and right. There's no movement. And how about the lockup? The lockup is very good. And do we have a centered blade? That's the question. Is it centered? Yes, the blade is centered. And as I was saying earlier, there's two G10 models. You can get this model right here, the black one, but you can also get a green micarta version or the Gaborsha wood. So whatever like or whatever blade finish you want, you're going to have those options. Now let's see how this feels. Oh yeah. So the pass-through is excellent. There's a perfect amount of pass-through with a little bit of jimps on the inside to help give you a little bit of grippage. And oh yes, check it out. It completely disappears inside the handle, so no blade sticking out. This is a very cool everyday carry style knife. I'll give you a quick measurement, and then I'm going to do a size comparison and check out the thing that I'm going to show you next is going to be very cool, very exciting. It's going to be a first for the channel. So we're coming in at less than 6.5 inches, and then sharpen length is about 2.6 inches with a total blade length of just around 2.8 inches. So it's not a big knife. This is going to be one. You could even take the clip off of this. It would even be a pocket dropper. And yeah, oh yeah, this is pretty cool. This is one of those knife looks that you know that you can hand to a buddy or a friend. They're going to be able to snap it and flip it out because these flippers work so well. It's just, I mean, how could you go wrong? You say, you put your finger up here and you pull back. And this has a very nice snap. Now my hand's 4 inches from here to here, 3.5 from here to here, and from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger is 7.25. And by the way, I hope you're having a fantastic day. This is what the ergos look like. So it is perfect. I have a full grip on it. There are no hot spots. The jimping is nice and grabby. This is going to be, oh, I can just picture myself peeling an apple with this knife right now. I'm going to use this knife to open up a comparison knife because I want to see it, and then we'll put them both side by side. And this comparison knife is the other Civivi that we're going to check out, and I'm looking forward to this too. It is so cool. I'm telling you what, this is the most awesomest time. Is that a word? The most awesomest time to be in the knife world, to be a knife collector. And you know why? It's because every time you turn around, they're doing something different to keep us knife nerds hooked. Check it out. It's the new Elementum. And have you ever seen Lexan scales? Well, now you have. This is the Civivi Elementum with Lexan scales. Look at that. And ooh, a little bit of texture vision for you. Check it out. Ooh, it feels very nice. It's not heavy. It's not heavy on the grippage, but it does have a nice feel to it. I don't know a lot about Lexan. I know that it can take high temperatures, and I did read that it's 250 times more impact resistant than glass. And then at 1 inch, it's bullet resistant. I don't know if that's going to be something that's going to really matter to you, but here's a look at the Elementum. I've shown many versions of the Civivi Elementum. This is like one of the classics. This is an absolute classic pocket knife from Civivi. Another one that is just perfect for any person that wants an everyday carry size knife. One that you always throw in your pocket, that's always sitting next to your keys. So if you have a Civivi Elementum, this is what the new one looks like next to it. The Cindy. So the Cindy is even smaller, even though it has a decent size handle and a nice grip. It has good ergos. And if there's one thing I love, it's bells and whistles. And I love the fact that this has all the bells and whistles to it. It's a loaded, you can tell people you got the loaded version of a knife. This is very cool. I would like to see the other versions, and I'm hoping over time that I will get those other versions come through the channel. Now, here's something I want to know. Who in here, and this is something else cool, if you're newer to knives or newer to the knife community, you can come to Beez Blades. Beez Blades live at the Hive. Oh, right. Every Friday night, we do a live stream, and on the live stream, everyone is in there chatting. People that have just got in the knife community to people that have been around and dealt with knives for 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years. And we all share information. We tell and teach each other everything. So what I need is for some folks to tell me about Lexan. Tell me about this material. I don't know. Is it harder? Is it better than G10? Or is it just another handle material that is very strong? I imagine it's probably kind of like Ultim or G10. I don't get any flex at all. Of course, you do have liners, and you can see how much this Elementum is milled out to make it lightweight. And by the way, this is a hollow ground blade. There are folks, this is the first time they've ever seen a Civivi Elementum, which is a great, I mean, it's just a great size, everyday carry knife. The handle, the ergonomics, everything about the Elementum is good. My new favorite is the button lock Elementum. I wouldn't mind seeing this in the button lock Elementum version. And I imagine you could probably dye this different colors, and then it would still be kind of semi-transparent. I'm looking forward to seeing what people do with these scales. But going back to the Cindy, Ben Peterson knows his knives, and when he designs one, he designs a knife that will fit everyone, that everyone will be able to use, not just us super knife nerds that know how to flick and flip and do all the fancy things. This is the Civivi Baby Banter. He also designed this knife, and this is one of those ones that you're like, oh my gosh, how does it fit so well? Such a small knife fit in my hand so well. He puts a lot of thought into it. He's handled a ton of knives. He knows what he's doing. Now, because this is a brand new knife that's just came out, I want to get a quick weight on it, because there's folks that are like, oh, okay, tell me more about this, because this is not, like I said, I just want to emphasize the fact that this isn't one of those knives that you have to be a knife nut to enjoy. Anyone, this is going to be one of those knives that you get as a gift for someone for their birthday, for the holidays. Oh, all right, let's see how much this bad boy weighs. Are you going to zero out? Okay, it comes in at 2.62 ounces. So 2.5 ounces. It's not even the 3 ounce mark. Super lightweight, very snappy. This one is not drop shutty, but comparison wise, it's such a lightweight blade. It's not a thick blade. And how does it feel behind the edge? The geometry's not too shabby. Spay point. I love it. I love it. This is just one of those great knives that you can recommend to someone. I believe these are going to be around the 62 to, yeah, I did. I knew I wrote it down somewhere. Between 62 and 65-ish dollars, depending on which version you get. And then the Elementums, these are probably, this is another Elementum. This is the button lock Elementum. But this one here, I believe, are going to be around the $50 mark, and these come in D2 steel. So if you know anything about Lexan scales, tell me all about it. I want to know more about this material. And then tell me, do you like the new Cindy? Are you digging it? Do you like any of the other different variations? I want to know. So until I see you again in the chats or the live streams, go watch this video. You're really going to enjoy that. And then subscribe and hit the bell button so you don't miss the live stream that comes up next. And until I see you again, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.